Welcome, Virgo, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly tarot guidance. So this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for February 24th through March 1st. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all since it's general. So just take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. And remember, never put anyone else's judgment or opinion before your own. Keep in mind that the cards are here as guidance, not as predictors, and it is always my intention to attract the cards along with the intuition that will best serve those of you Virgos who actually view this message. So let's see what we have for Virgo this week. From the minor arcana, we want cards for the physical, mental, and spiritual realms. So in other words, what's going on in your physical world, your physical experience, what's on your mind, what you're focused on, thinking about, talking about with others maybe even, and a message from the spiritual realm. Often it's in the form of advice. But interestingly enough, Virgo, oh, there we go. All right. We had the Six of Wands come out sideways, which may mean mixed messages for some of you, but we'll get to that in a moment. I was just about to say the cards are taking so long to jump out, and there we go. Now we have two for the mental realm here, and we have two for the message from the spiritual realm. So once we got started here, I guess the cards just kind of needed to get into the right order. And now from the major arcana, we want one card that best represents the overall message. And sometimes there's advice in this card too, although honestly there's really advice in all of the cards. Oh, on the floor, what do we have? Okay, so hard to tell from the floor, but from my vantage point, the Magician was reversed, but we'll see what happens as I talk it out, what comes to me here. So, this is wonderful. Let's start with the physical realm here. The Six of Wands. So I feel as though you're accomplishing something this week, and it may be related to your work or some direction or aspiration that you have. You accomplished something, and other people are impressed or starting to notice you. Yeah, for some of you, I feel as though it's in the early stages. In other words, you are making a good impression, and others are starting to notice, starting to take notice, starting to recognize maybe your skills, your talents, what you bring to the table, so to speak. And for others, I feel like it's even stronger, like maybe major accolades, maybe major pats on the back, or attaboys, attagirls, as the expression goes. And again, I'm feeling as though this is related to your career again, or some sort of endeavor. It may be a hobby that you want to turn into a career, or an interest that you want to turn into a money-making situation for some of you. And for others, I could picture you at the workplace, just kind of being recognized by others, lauded. Some people like maybe a little surprised. Ooh, like look what they did. Wow, I'm impressed, kind of thing. And for others, I'm feeling like it could be something spiritually related, and it's almost like you're getting what's the word I'm looking for? Recognition from the spiritual realm. You're getting maybe signs or feelings or intuition, or even messages through things like tarot readings and such like that, where that you're on the right path, you're headed in the right direction. So whatever it specifically is for you, you are moving in the right direction, and others are noticing, whether it's others in your physical world or you're getting messages from, again, maybe like, tarot readings or other sorts of, astrological readings, things like that. But you're finding out that you're headed in the right direction. Okay. Now you have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups reversed here. Okay, right just now, I got the feeling that for some of you, this definitely will not apply to everyone, but like your parents may not approve of what you're doing or the direction you're headed in. So in other words, if this is a spiritual type journey, or maybe it's a spiritual interest that you would like to take in more of a career direction, or just even a more overt direction, I feel that some of you are thinking, your parents won't approve. It could even be a career direction. And I feel as though, your parents may not approve. No matter what age you are, I'm getting that feeling that your parents may not approve. Now, this may not be your parents, for all of you. This may be just people in general. This is in your mental realm. This is what you are thinking. This isn't what is necessarily true, because often people take us by surprise. We think, some people we think are more closed-minded than they really are, and then there are others that surprise you in the opposite way, and you think they're more open-minded, and then you find out that they're more closed-minded. But so I'm not necessarily telling you here that the cards are indicating that your parents or other people around you will disapprove. But you feel this way. This is what's on your mind. You don't think that it will match up with other people's beliefs. You think that it might upset some people. So if it is a spiritual journey or a spiritual direction, you may feel as though others who are close to you will not approve, because maybe you have been raised in a certain way, in a certain church or a certain religion, and you are opening up spiritually in let's say almost like a less religious way and more of a spiritual direction, and you feel as though people around you, again, could be parents or other family members or just people like maybe in a church group or something, would not approve of your new direction. But there are people, I feel, that it just could even be for some of you, people in general might not approve of your direction. Again, this is what you think. It's not necessarily what the case is, because you do have support here with this Six of Wands. You are experiencing people who are looking up to you. Yet there's almost a fear here of disapproval. So you may, if this is not a career, if this is not a job, it may even just be a group you have joined. It may be some sort of a spiritual group or some kind of a club or something where you're being recognized, where you're being welcome and recognized. But again, you fear that someone's going to disapprove. So in your message from the spiritual realm, you have the King of Wands followed by the Two of Pentacles here. Now, the King of Wands can represent a fire sign, just in the same way, the King and Queen of Cups here can represent water signs, but I did not feel that it's necessarily the case here. I feel as though these are just people you are concerned of, how they will view your Six of Wands, how they will view your direction, whether they will approve of what you're doing now, okay? And yeah, with the King of Wands here, again, this does not have to be a fire sign, right? So this could be Aries, Leo, or Sag. But I feel as though this is more the energy of the King of Wands. I feel as though this may literally be a person you aspire to emulate, or this may represent a level towards which you aspire. Not necessarily a specific person. It could be a position or, a level of achievement, a level of understanding. So it stands out to me. I almost feel like this Six of Wands here on the left, you on your Six of Wands horse here, kind of just trotting over the disapproval that you anticipate and reaching the level of king. We have wands and wands. And, with the King of Wands here, I'm feeling spiritual. I'm feeling alignment and activity, and someone who inspires others, but who also feels inspired, and again, aspirations, right? I feel like you're moving toward the level of king, the level of again, if it's a career, maybe a certain title. Let's just say, for example, CEO or something like that, right? If it's a spiritual journey, it's reaching a level of being the person who inspires others, who feels inspiration yet inspires others, who is maybe some sort of a guru of sorts. Again, king can be male or female. It's not, it's not gender specific. It's really more a level, okay, reaching the highest level. And I feel like the universe is saying you are on your way to this level, Virgo, and you just have to, ignore the naysayers as you move here. When I say trod over it, I don't mean trotting over people. I don't mean hurting anyone's feelings. I mean the, just disregarding any negativity, disregarding any naysayers, and moving toward the level of king, which you desire. And the message beneath it is very, very simple. All it takes is alignment. All it takes is finding that balance in life between the physical and the non-physical realms. In other words, living your physical life, looking for things to enjoy, looking for things to appreciate, recognizing that you are here for a positive experience that will include some so-called negative or contrasting experiences, because those are the experiences that allow you to appreciate the positive experiences, and B, those are the experiences that allow you to expand, that cause you to notice what you don't want. So now you can recognize what it is you do want. What new thing do you want? What new direction would you like to head in? So it's really all about that balance between the physical and non-physical worlds. And it just struck me there with the waves, right? You will have your ups and downs, but they're waves. It'll fluctuate, but you don't need to crash down to, like, say, the bottom of the well. You just need to, you just dip down now and then. And then you find that alignment once again. And in turn, that expansion. So now I said the Magician jumped out reversed onto the floor. Again, it appeared reversed as I picked it out, but it was on the floor here. But the thing is, if you are feeling, it kind of makes sense if you're concerned about what others think, that you feel like, the Magician in reverse, you have that energy around you, because the thing is, when this card is here, or any card, right, it's here in reverse, it means that this energy is around you. There's just some resistance, right? So you are the Magician. You have the capacity to manifest your desires. You've got the skills, you've got the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience, the tools, whatever it is you need to manifest. It's just a matter of, again, getting back to this Two of Pentacles. It's just a matter of alignment here. So it's very easy for you to just turn this Magician upright. And I did mention that this card was sideways on the table, and I think it was sideways because I'm feeling as though you are being recognized. You are being, you have made advances. You have had success, or as we like to call this card, the card of victory. You have experienced victories. But again, there's some resistance, and I think that's where the sideways comes in. You've definitely made advancements, but I think the sideways comes in because of the Magician reversed, feeling unsure of yourself. But the energy is here just for you to be able to just flip it over, turn around. It's there, okay? I really feel like this is a very positive and encouraging message for you, my Virgo friends. So just ignore the naysayers. And you know what? Again, this is your mental realm. This is you thinking that people are naysayers or people are disapproving. But you do have support. The Six of Wands is here. You do have support. Try to recognize that support. Again, it may be the sideways is an indication that you've had your successes, but you're not really giving credit to the support that you do have. It's so easy for us to veer to the negative, right? Oh, well, so many people are patting on the back and on your side. But then we say, oh yeah, but what about those other people who won't approve? What about those, listen, here they are represented by the King and Queen. The two leaders, the two rulers, the monarchs, right? Represented here as people who don't approve. So in other words, we put so much importance on people who don't support us or who don't approve. But it's time to, turn that around. It's time to turn these cards upright. It's time to turn the Magician upright and realize that you are headed right towards King. This is you headed exactly where you want to go. So Virgo, take advantage of this message and get into alignment. Be deliberate about it. Be deliberate. Meditate if you need to. Focus on things to appreciate, anything you can do to make yourself feel good. I mean, hang out with someone who makes you laugh. You know, if you're relaxing after a busy day at work or something like that, in front of the TV, you know, watch something uplifting that makes you, again, laugh. I mean, for me, I'm just going based on myself. You know what you enjoy, but I like to laugh. So anything that can raise the vibration and turn that magician upright, just know that you're headed in the right direction, Virgo. Okay, my Virgo friends, thanks so much for being with me. Listen, if you'd like to support this channel, all you have to do is like it, you know, just click thumbs up there. I'd really appreciate it. Either way, I want to thank you for being with me. If this doesn't resonate, go check out your moon and rising sign messages. And I hope to see you back here again next week, my lovely Virgo friends.